What is up, guys? Galaxy Guy. God, I can't even say my name. Galaxy Guy 26 again here for you, and this is another League of Legends match. This is a ranked match I had for my series, The Mind of a Bronzie. This is the 8th match. I am playing on the same day as the Lee Sin match, except it's not actually, because this is actually a post commentary. As you can see, I'm actually doing this through LoL Recorder, and this is actually a few days after I finished all my placement matches, so I already know where I placed, but it's going to be a nice surprise for everyone watching the series. If they are, if they're not, then that's fine too, but whatever. The point is, when I went to record this video, I cannot remember, alright, what was happening. When I went to record this video, I was also at the same time rendering the Lee Sin video, and I don't know if anyone knows this. I suppose it's not really common knowledge unless you're you make videos a lot, but rendering a video and recording a video at the same time is definitely a bad idea unless you have like a supercomputer, because the processing power it requires, I mean, I have an i7, 3rd gen i7, clocks about roughly 4 gigs, and it can't deal with that sort of shit. I was getting some very bad frames, and it was pretty much unplayable. I currently, at this point in the game, I am experiencing this lag, and I'm talking to her about how this lag's coming about. And I also mentioned that how I'm going to have to, you know, how I can't deal with it. And anyway, but I mean, the lag's not noticeable in this recording because LoL Recorder doesn't, you know, pick up lag. Anyway, the point is, getting back to what I should be talking about, which is the game. So if you were paying attention, and if you weren't, I don't blame you, because I've been babbling on about nothing for a long time. I'm going to actually turn the fog of war on, so it's only purple side you can see, because otherwise that kind of defeats the point of this gameplay. Anyway, I was debating between Doran's Blade start and Boots start. I decided to go for Doran's Blade because I am laning against a Fiora, which means I'm going to want the extra AD to help with last hitting and the sustain as well. I mean, Boots would have been nice, but I had no skill shots to dodge, so it's kind of a silly start. Doran's Blade, I feel, was definitely a stronger start. Stronger harass, stronger early game with the extra HP. It's kind of good all round. Now, I haven't covered the team comp, but I'm guessing you can kind of pick it out just by looking at the minimap now. But the reason I chose Quinn, Quinn top lane, was because I saw the Fiora pick, and when you're at my elo, Fiora is very scary. I know everyone's just going to laugh at me and be like, oh, Fiora's so bad, you know, ex-Fiora Master 18, lol. But, I mean, let's be honest, if she gets some kills, which she can very easily once she hits 6, you're kind of going to get face rolled hardcore. So in the early game, as you can see, I'm quite easily going to win, because I started Q. I'm going to be able to blind her, and all Fiora is auto attacks. Thank God, apart from her ulti. I did miss a minion there, so I just noticed that was kind of annoying. So my whole plan here was that if I should have picked a tank, is what I should have done. But I feel that Quinn's a very strong top lane bully, and I felt as though with the blind I could really be able to counterplay this Fiora. And as you can see, I'm just taking any chance I can to fight. And this Karthus, oh, it wasn't even Karthus that died. Who died? Caitlyn died, and we got a double kill for it. The support got double kill, so it was all good. Mixing up who's on what team. So yeah, we got mid support, Karthus mid with Caitlyn AD carry. This game, I can't remember the outcome of this game, so it'll be a surprise to me as well. But at the moment, I'm forcing Fiora to try and farm on the tower. I'm doing the whole playing aggressive thing. Like, against snowbally champions, this is possibly the best thing you can do, because as long as you keep them under pressure under tower, they're not going to be able to farm very efficiently. I see Cho'Gath coming up, so I was kind of fearing that maybe he thought I was going to get ganked, and he was here for counter gank, which is probably what he was up here for. So I come down just to engage on the jungle in case he's there, and I pop a wall down so I'm protected for a little while. I don't understand why that wasn't a weakness shot, but I ended up getting the shot off anyway, so it's all good. One thing that makes Quinn very strong in lane is the fact that her Hawk will randomly come down and mark an enemy as weakened, and if you get that proc on the enemy laner, it's a lot of good harass. Now, I completely brain fart here and miss Nasus on the ward, and kind of pay the price for it. I'm going to die Oh no, I don't die here. Okay. It's another time. Oh yeah, I remember when I die. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. It's been a few days. I should have commentated this on the same day, but I couldn't really. I didn't have the time. I was working in and out, and anyway, no need for excuses. The point is, it's happening now. So, managed to get away. I used my my vault, my E, in order to get a bit of distance between me and Fiora. As you can see, I'm kind of okay, and then Nasus comes round for a double gank, and I just figure I know I'm dead, so I'm gonna try and get the kill on Quinn, not Quinn, on. I'm gonna try and get the kill on Fiora because I know I'm dead. There's no way I can get out with Nasus and Fiora chasing me, so I just go in and I get it. Thank God. And so I die, but I also pick up a kill. And the kill that I gave went to Nasus, so I'm not going to have any harder time in lane, but I am going to be kind of fucked when it comes to late game and Nasus is roaming around with his Q stacks and his kills. So I pick up an Avarice Blade. I personally regret the decisions I made itemizing this game. My thoughts was, oh god, I just knocked my mouse and that fucked up the recording. My thought process was to try to build Avarice Blade to get the gold income and then go first item Shiv. I think that first item IE or first item Bloodthirster would have been a lot better because you shouldn't really be building attack speed or crits until you get some AD. Like there's some maths, and I think it's something like once you get about 150 AD or there and thereabouts, it's more cost efficient to buy crits and attack speed, which is why most AD carries will go Bloodthirster PD or something like that, or Bloodthirster Shiv as the new meta seems to be about buying Shiv, which I personally prefer because the burst Shiv gives is quite fantastical, and it also means that as an AD carry you're doing mixed damage, so it's always good. There's a few AD carries where I wouldn't buy crits, like at least a second item or attack speed even, which one of them for me would be Draven, because most of his damage comes from axe catching, so the AD scaling is very nice on it, and the other is Corki and Ezreal because you want to get your Triforce second, really, unless you get it first. I personally go BT Tri, but that's just, it might not be the right way to go, but you know. So yeah, I start maxing my E as well, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't really play Quinn too much. I do like playing her, like she's a lot of fun, and that's why I picked her. It's not that I'm not uncomfortable playing Quinn. It's not, I didn't pick Quinn solely for the blind, which was the reason I did pick Quinn. But I have played her every time she's free. I just play Quinn for the week, and then I finally bought her recently, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually use her. So as you can see, I kind of engaged with my E there, which was a bad idea because it leaves me no escape. The Nasus Wither's going to get me, and this is the issue with Fiora. Once you hit 6, you just need to get out a lane. Like, this was something I did really silly in the early game. I stayed around under a half HP. If you're under half HP against a Fiora, then you just need to leave lane, because all she has to do is press R and you're dead. So it's really not worth the hassle or the death. So here we go. I'm rushing more attack speed and crits. I probably should have got Vamp Scepter to help me sustain in lane. It's really annoying because you can hear the pings from the enemy team, even though I'm not actually, you know, I've got their Fog of War off. That's something that needs to be changed with this recording program. But anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's giving me like replays to watch back, so who cares? Anyway, I see Fiora's all the way at a tower, and I don't want to walk into the lane because I've just fed her, and I'm going to play super safe from now on. So now I'm going to farm these golems, and I'm trying to get the golem into a sweet spot, so it's going to keep resetting and then coming back to me like it's kind of there, but then it kind of stops and resets, so I'm really mad, but I do eventually get it. And at the end I just decided to tank a few or attacks from it, but it took me forever to clear that golem because I was trying to get in that sweet spot, but it doesn't really matter because I wouldn't have been able to do anything in lane anyway, because I want Fiora to push my lane back to me. So anyway, I'm back now. I'm just going to last hit and then try and harass Fiora. She has more minions than me, so it's okay. There you go, using my E to disengage there again. And then counter harassing. That, if you crit on a vulnerable as well, like you'll see it late game, or even in lane I might do it, you do a ton of damage. So bot lane has taken the tower, that's good news. Cho'Gath's gonna hold mid. I'm just harassing down this Fiora. My lane's pushing, so I'm free to use my abilities a bit on the wave. Because there's a canny, and the canny's just gonna tank up with the casters while their casters kill my casters. And yeah, I'm under-leveled a bit, but I'm really not too worried. You can see I put a point in my Q now, because I'm kind of considering whether or not it's better to actually max in Q for the bursts, and just have my E for the vulnerable proc. Because as far as I'm aware, I think E does improve the damage of the vulnerability damage. I can't remember. Maybe we can bring up the tooltip on this. Oh, it's just you do physical damage on dash. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely better to max Q. I'll do that in future. Maxing Q is definitely a better idea. You get a lot more burst with Q. I go in here thinking I can get a kill, and then I make the mistake because remember, if you're in lane under half HP, you're gonna die to Fiora because all you should do is ult you and you're dead. So that's pretty much what happened. I was like, okay, this is it. All I have to do is go in, E and Q, and I've got the kill. Now the issue, the other mistake I made there was the fact that I thought that Quinn's ulti had different cooldowns to what Quinn did, so that once you ulted you get all your cooldowns back. That's not the case. So I actually went in and did nothing. Didn't even get an. I meant to E in and dash to her, but that never happened. If that had happened, I might have been able to kill her before she could react in time. Unfortunate tower dive here. When I was actually playing the game, I had no idea what was going on in other lanes. All I was aware of was that Karthus was losing hardcore. Bot was kind of face rolling early, but then in the end they sort of start to die quite a lot. But I am definitely a large cause of deaths on our team. I've died 3 times. That's half our team's deaths, all on me. So I'm playing quite poorly at the moment. Why am I not back to me? I'm back in lane. I bought my Shiv now, so I have the Shiv, and in that respect, that's going quite well. Cho'Gath probably should have finished his Spirit Stone first. I mean, it's just his. Why does it being directed camera and not sticking to me anymore? That's his prerogative, I guess, to go for that. I personally would have got the Spirit Stone because you know you clear a cam and then you're ready to gank, but I guess the Kindle Jam gives you better combat stats. So now I know I'm behind, so I'm just focused. I'm trying to do damage to the tower without invoking Fiora's rage. And I get a nice Q onto Fiora, but unfortunately she's got lifesteal now, and Fiora with lifesteal is pretty much as good as any tank because her AD scaling so good. She can just auto attack something and get all the HP back. It's really annoying. I kind of miss. I'm trying to go in now for the vulnerability proc, but as you can see now, I've learnt my mistake. I'm not staying in lane at half HP. I'm actually going to pop a potion, put a ward down, and try and gain some HP back.
Go for the eyes.
I thought I was going to leave lane, but I actually didn't, so I kind of shot myself in the foot there by saying I'd learnt my mistake, because I'm actually staying in lane. But because I popped the potion, I'm actually not in the range where all she has to do is ult to kill me, but it's game there. Once she gets a bit more AD, it won't really matter what stage I'm in. I think I wait for the Karthus ult to come in, because I kind of feel like that's going to give me a lot more damage to kind of help assist in killing this Fiora. But as you can see, I'm not just going straight in to try and burst her down, because I have the ward down. I can see Nasa's coming up, and I'm aware that Fiora has ult. So Italy's here, so we're going for Nasus and almost get the kill. I actually ulti in to get the kill on Nasus, whether or not that's a good idea or not. I did, I think, save Italy's life because I distracted them. That was a very good rupture from Cho, and in my opinion I think she was in that, but whatever. But they're chasing way too hard, and then you know, that's what happens. And then Cho'Gath thinks that he can 1v1 a Fiora 4 levels higher than him, and quickly discovers that's definitely not the case.
Stand ready.
So I'm going back to my lane now. I bought boots so I can run a bit quicker. I'm telling Cho just to back off because I know that all she has to do is press R while he's under tower and die, but obviously she's not got ult because she used it in the engage before. So I'm feeling quite hard, like I'm losing my lane quite a lot. My tactic of pushing didn't really pay off because Nasus very diligently ganked, got me killed and snowballed this Fiora quite nicely, and my own misplays have snowballed this Fiora quite nicely. I used my W there just to get her out of the bush because I knew she was in the bush, and it made her stay in lane a bit longer, which is something she doesn't want to really do. She obviously wants to go back and buy, and she's low mana, so this gives me an advantage in the lane to have her in this lower state. She's not going to be low HP though, because she all she has to do is like auto attack something and she's got all her HP back. But currently she is quite low. I'm going to do my best to harass her under tower while also trying to damage the tower itself. I predicted her to run, which is why I aim my Q that way, but she actually just stands still. I thought she might try and run in that direction. That seemed like the more obvious direction to run to me because there's no creeps. Should have been creep blocked, but she ended up just standing still, so I should have just aimed my Q to where she was. Now I'm in the position where I could kill this Fiora if she gets too ballsy on me. Except I kind of miss my my auto there, so that didn't help at all. Kind of listening out. It sounds like it's someone in my flat or my floor. Hopefully it's not my RA. Not that I don't like my RA, it's just because I know he's coming sometime soon to collect for a food bank, and it'd be really bad if it happened in the middle of a recording. And yeah, this is just, you know, same old, same old. I stay too long in lane with too little HP. Haven't learned my lesson, or clearly, and I just keep dying. And that is something I can definitely admit to in this game, is somewhere the combo. I don't know if Caitlyn Q even mattered there, or whether Nidalee Spear was just so strong. But I'm staying in lane too long. I'm dying to Fiora's R. At this stage in the game, I'm feeling really defeatist, and I'm kind of like, okay, I'm really not confident in our ability to win. I'm pinging Karthus. Did I ping? I might have pinged missing, and they're pinging Karthus to go kill him. But yeah. This Karthus actually begins to feed more than I do. I think. I've said that now, so hopefully it does happen. Yeah, so I ping missing, so now I'm telling Karthus that people are missing. He should probably get out, because he's Karthus, and you know, he's not as mobile as everyone else. Up until the point where he dies. Which, if you couldn't see, that is what just happened. He just died. Now, I know that Fiora is not in my lane, she's bot lane, so I'm going to take ripe advantage of this and take my tower. And that frees me up, and that means I can roam a bit more. I think about getting out, but then I look down bot lane again, and I can see Fiora still down there, and I think even Nasus is down. Yeah, Nasus is down there as well. So I know the entire team's bot. I have free reign to push this lane as hard as I can, and I aim to do so. But then I see the teleport, so my pushing spree is cut short. I'm not going to stay to fight that Fiora. She's levels above me, and it's not really going to work out in my favour, because like we have learned in the past, all she has to do is press R and I am dead, most likely. So as you can see, I bought my pickaxe. That is going to become an infinity edge, because I know I'm behind. So if you're behind as an AD carry, you should rush Infinity Edge, because it's a lot better in the late game than a Bloodthirster is. It gives you a lot better late game stats. So that's what I am doing, at least anyway. If you're ahead, you get your Bloodthirster, I guess, like first. But if you're behind, you should buy a Vamp Set for the lifesteal so you can stay in lane a bit longer, and then do your best to rush an Infinity Edge. So I come mid, rotate mid to defend it from Lissandra. Karthus, I don't know where Karthus is going, but now I'm caught out. I'm going to use my Vault to get away, but she's slowed and stuff, and I can retaliate with a bit of Bit of an E vulnerability thing. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage. Luckily, this Karthus gets the kill on Lissandra, and this Fiora gets away, and Karthus can't do anything in his death form. I don't even know how to describe that play. I mean, it was silly of me to be... I was overextending quite a bit. I should have had my ward in the bush. I don't know if my ward was on cooldown or not, but regardless, there should have been a ward in that bush to prevent that. And I should have also... I think he's just going to eat her. I don't see why he shouldn't just eat her. He's not got ult up, that's why he's not eating her, but he is dead, however. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, barely. Skin of his teeth, look at that. Look at his fucking HP bar there. Probably should have watched that, but I'm just leaving the camera to do its thing. So I ulti here to get to the wave quicker. Because I really want the farm. And I have no regrets about that. I figure the more I can push this wave out, the better. It alleviates some pressure in our lanes. In the lane, so we can all group up and not have to worry about our top tower. So I'm going to push a bit more. I know I can at least get the next wave thanks to my ward there. See, that's how you know if you're going to overextend or not. And then I will be able to push this wave out and get out. This Karthus however comes down, and I ping him to go back, I think. And I'm kind of like curious as to what his plans was. Like, yeah, I ping him back now. He sort of come all this way for the farm I was already getting to just walk away again. You know, it's a bit crazy. And then he goes for the blue buff. Do you know how crazy that is? He has no vision in the enemy jungle. I'm pinging him back. You can see me pinging him right now. I'm saying there's missing. Be careful. He's like, nah, I'm going to 2v1 for this blue buff. Doesn't get the blue buff and does die. Now I see an opportunity to go kill Fiora here. So I take it. Use my Valor to get vision of her around the corner. I had a ward in the bush anyway, so it didn't really matter too much. But I managed to pick up a kill on Fiora there. Bot lane's getting pushed out, so instead of going to help bot, I'm going to actually attempt to push the tower as best I can, while most of the enemy team is low and or dead, or bot lane. However, the minion wave is way far behind, and I'm not really going to get a chance to push anything out, because by the time I clear this next wave, Fiora will be back up, Lissandra will be back up, and I'm not going to get any harass on the tower. You can see me using my abilities, desperately attempting to try and push the wave out. I get one auto on the tower before someone shows up to stop me there. Obviously, I'm not too scared of the Nasus because he has to get close to be an issue, and I can just vault off him and keep him away. It's kind of what Quinn's good at, countering them melee carries, which is why I picked her. Unfortunately, she's just a bit squishy to truly counter those sorts of people. Like, I think a tank's a much better choice than Quinn, but you know. Anyway, so as you can see, I finished my Infinity Edge now. Now I think that I should be going a bit more tanky in this game, because I'm kind of... I need to yawn. Don't yawn. I kind of did anyway. I need to be going a bit more tanky because there is no one on our team who is particularly tanky. Even Cho is struggling. He's 025 with only 62 CS. He's kind of struggling. I am 3-6-1, but I have a lot of farm, and I will continue to farm this entire game to stay as on par with everyone else as I can. So yeah, I'm gonna actually... What's the gold? We actually have a gold lead here. I guess it's because we have a lot of towers. Whilst it appears that we've been being rickrolled by, like... Yeah, this is the Lissandra thinks she can 1v1 me and can't. She used her burst, I survive it, so I realised that all I have to do is auto attack and I'm kind of fine. I Valor out because I don't want her to dash to me, and I ended up flying into an Ezreal ult. That was so very bad. But yeah, that's what happened. Nasus comes back in, gets speed in the face by Nidalee. Cho's doing a really good job landing those ruptures. However, Caitlyn gets caught out, tries to go in there for the Caitlyn and ends up getting hit by the ulti despite her team trying to block it for her. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, sometimes. So I'm going to be up soon. I don't remember what item I tried to buy first, but on my agenda is a Thorn Mail and a... what do I buy? Yeah, just Home Guards. On my agenda is a Thorn Mail and also a Frozen Mallet. Frozen Mallet for the HP and the utility that will come with the slow. I feel like that would kind of be quite useful. And then the Thorn Mail, because a lot of their champs are auto attack based. I'm not sure if Ezreal's Q counts as an auto, but it definitely applies on hit effects, but I don't think it is actually an auto, is it? But whether that counts as Thorn Mail, I don't know, but all I'm pretty much thinking is Fiora. If I'm honest, I'm counter building Fiora while also getting some of the damages. Now I see Carthus ult, so I realise I have enough burst to kill down Fiora, but even then I cut it close. Like, it was very close, and I managed to not fly into the freaking Ez ult this time too. Now I see a lot of farm top, so instead of recalling, I'm actually going to go grab that, because that's going to really help me, you know, buy my items, stay relevant, if that is even possible right now. I don't know why, but whenever I do these post recordings, my voice always starts to hurt. Like when I get about 30 minutes in of talking, my voice starts to hurt, but when I'm doing it live, it doesn't seem to fuss me that much. So I guess something I'll say while I'm just pushing out the lanes, because I know I can at least push this next wave without too much hassle. One thing I'd like to mention is if you are watching this video to this point, then thank you very much for managing to survive this long. I really appreciate your time. But something I wanted to ask was, how would you like the series to continue? Once I finish my placement matches and all those go up, how would you... I don't know how I should continue with the series. I can either record every single ranked game I play. I don't know what that girl went invisible there. Which I guess could be a thing, but that would mean a high volume of videos. And probably little to no sort of, I don't know, it'd be like you'd have to watch every video to know what was going on at any one stage. Or I could, in another world, I'm kind of like abandoning mids to hold my lane against Fiora, and she could have killed me easily under tower, I think, but she kind of decides against it, and I need to get out now, but I'm staying. I think I realised that my tower is just gone, so I'm going to get out. End up trying to swing around to help the team, as I see they're in the jungle. I don't want to walk down that way because I know I'll get caught out. So, and once I realise that half the team is actually dead and it's just Nidalee, I'm just going to recall because I'm going to be much better to my team at max HP because I've got the home guards, so I'm not going to be that slow. As you can see, the pickaxe and Giant's Belt are going to be helping towards my Frozen Mallet. Fiora's top lane, but there's nothing we can do about it. As much as I hate to let her just split push like that, we can't do anything to stop her. Because if I do that, I'm going to lose a inhib turret, and I'd rather lose a tier 2 turret than an inhib turret. So I go to quell back the push there, and then I go to deal with Fiora to make sure she doesn't actually get the inhib turret too. Ping her missing to the team, tell her to back off because Fiora's going to be up their asses any second now. But Fiora doesn't seem to come. I do use my W there just to scout the jungle a bit, see where she is. There's Fiora, I catch her. And Cho ends up missing his rupture, I guess predicting her to run into the bush. And she just kind of goes ham. He kind of eats her though anyway. But she wrecked me. She wrecked my face. But as you can see, through the power of my yawning, I've actually got a sizable amount of farm, and that's how I'm currently keeping in this game. Is just by how I sort of AFK farmed top for a lot. Like, I pushed it quite far into the tower, let it push back into me while I'm helping the team, then I just go back top again to push out. That's all I keep doing, and it's getting me a lot of farm. It's getting me a lot of levels. It's keeping me relevant. So they're pushing out mid lane now. The whole team is kind of separated. Karthus is in their jungle. Don't ask why. Everyone's kind of struggling. They all ping me to go mid. I'm actually just going through the wave out before I go mid. And now I'm going to walk down there. So the thing I was talking about as well was I could about the series continuing if you manage to watch for an extra 4 minutes. That I might possibly, instead of doing every single rank match, I might just do like a highlights video. This is just a team fight, nothing too important going on here. I'm auto attacking Thresh, killed Thresh, auto attacking Nasus, kill Nasus, auto attack Lissandra, kill Lissandra, auto attack Ezreal, don't kill Ezreal because he flashes out, and then I have to Valor away. So yeah, that's how that team fight went down.
In my sight.
Yeah, or I could do like a highlights video, which would be maybe a summary of my ranked games that week, including some plays, good and bad, and then also an analysis of the score screen with picks, as in what champions were picked, and then examples of what I was thinking at certain times, if you know what I mean. So I could say, oh, in this instance I was thinking I should go top, but what really I should have gone mid, etc., etc., etc. So my team's pinging Baron. I think it's a bad idea. I'm telling them no, we shouldn't Baron, because they're all up, and then they're like, no, we should Baron. So I'm like, fuck it, I ain't got shit to lose. We managed to get in here. I'm just gonna ward there, and they're gonna, if I'm not there, there's more like they're gonna lose the fight than if I'm there, if you know what I mean. So I can put out a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna try and hit the Baron as much as possible, which is fab. I mean, I managed to pick up a free Baron, which is actually nuts. The enemy team don't even try to contest. They don't even think about it. Do I think it was a good call? I don't think it was a good call, but I think just given the situation, we happened to be able to take it because the enemy team was just not on the ball. So by the time Thresh goes there to check, it's already gone. So as you can see, I've got my Fromo now, and I've got a chainmail. So I'm getting a bit tanky. 700 HP might not seem too much, but it's quite a sizable chunk of HP. I've got only 3k health now, and I mean that's like, it's only 300 HP off a Warmog. So if I had a Warmogs, I'd be at like, how much? Like 4k HP? No, 3k HP. But yeah, anyway, so I got a Chain Veil as well, which is going to go into my Thorn Mail. Because like I said, I'm going to go tanky after those two item choices. I don't know why, I questioned this also when I was playing this game. Why on earth did Karthus ward there? Like, we already knew that Baron was gone, so it's not as if we were there to contest the Baron. He was just like, we need vision here, in this Baron pit where nothing's going to go down. This is where I need to put my ward. So right now we're all in mid lane. Nasus is top, so it's actually a very good time for us to engage, and I think I do it for the team. In a second, like I ping them to come around this way, because if they go around through that corner, I'm like, please don't go in the jungle, because it's going to be a very bad fight if we try and fight from the jungle. But I decided to group with the team, so I'm not out of position. But I really don't want to fight them in this narrow passageway, because they have Lissandra, who will just ulti one of us, and then all of us will be like in the AoE of it. I guess it's good for Cho Ruptures to fight in such a tight space, but it's really not that effective for the amount of, you know, there's guaranteed Ezreal's going to land a kill on someone because of how close we all are. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm just sort of in and around, waiting for the minion wave, pushing out as quick as possible. We actually have 2 shivs on our team, so we've got quite a lot of wave clear. And right now I'm just going to try and harass them down as best as I can. This Caitlyn's doing a great job of killing that Nasus under tower. I guess he didn't expect it, and then Nidalee with a beautiful spear picks off that one guy. Fiora gets wasted because we all managed to jump on her, and then she can't really do a lot. This is why people don't like Fiora, because in reality in team fights she's just useless, and that's kind of evident right there. And Ezreal's the only one left. Thresh is the one that died earlier when I said that guy, and now we're going to take the tower and we're going to take the Nexus. So what seemed to me when I was playing a very awful match, when I was losing hard against Fiora, actually turned out to go very well. I'm afraid there may or may not be a score screen for this video, so just expect that to be there or not be there, but you can see everyone's stats, everyone's items in the bottom part there. I might have the score screen, I can't remember if I have this one either, because I did miss out on one of them, which you will see the video for already, which was the Draven video. But thanks so much for watching, guys. If you had any hints and tips on how I should have done things better, I guess the main thing I noticed was that I should have just left Fiora in lane instead of walking up to her with half HP and getting ulted. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying this as much as I am making it, even if no one is really responding. I don't care, it's just fun to make. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you sometime soon. Goodbye.